Alright, so here's my birth story for my twins. At 5:30 on the 31st of March, I started getting contractions that were 8 seconds and around about an hour apart. And then when it became 8 o'clock on the 31st, they were 24 seconds average to 30. And they were about 20 minutes apart. And then when it got to 9 o'clock, they were averaging at 40 to 1 minute. And they were 10 to 5 minutes apart. And then when it became 10 o'clock, my midwife had turned up at 9:30. We had left for the hospital at 10. They were becoming 2 to 3 minutes apart. And they were lasting longer. And then when I got to the hospital, they were getting more and more frequent, to the point where eventually, around about 11 o'clock, it was getting to the point where it was starting to be continuous, and I would get very short breaks. After that, my mother stopped writing it in the book because she didn't see a point, because I was basically just in continuous contractions. So I started pushing at 11:35 p.m. I pushed for 6 minutes and 17 seconds. And then I gave birth to my daughter at 11:42. And then I had a couple of minutes break, and then I pushed for 12 minutes and 56 seconds. And I gave birth to my son at exactly 12 a.m. It was about to turn 12:01, apparently. That's what they were saying. I was admitted to labor and delivery at 10:57. And then I was admitted to maternity ward at 1:11 in the morning. So 11 minutes past 1 in the morning. And I was released about 10 to 11 a.m. the next day. I think it was 11:30 this morning. That's when I was released. My children are in the NICU. My daughter she has like a latching problem, so they left her in the NICU. And I was allowed to go home because I'm fine. I didn't tear nothing. I'm very surprised by that. So, she's staying in the NICU, and my son's staying in the NICU to make sure that she stays well, because she has a feeding tube. And I was worried, and they were a bit worried, because they were born at 36 weeks, 1 and 2 days, because they're a day apart. Well, you know what I mean, next day. So, they're gonna stay in the NICU probably for between 2 days to a week. Not long. Hopefully. She's had a steroid shot, and so has he. They had one last time. I did go into labor last time. They had one then through me. I had the steroid shot, and they got it through that. Murder my dilation. So I was 1 centimeter at 8 p.m. I was 2 centimeters I can't read. Sorry. 1 sec. I was 2 centimeters at 8:52 p.m. I couldn't see if it was a 0 or 5. I was 3 centimeters at 9 p.m. 4 centimeters at 9:05. 5 centimeters at 9:10. So we were starting to get a bit worried now. Am I going to go give birth right now? Because I was dilating really fast. And then 6 centimeters at 9:37. 7 centimeters at 9:40. because she was checking me constantly when she got here. I'm not gonna say what happened before that, but the ambulance, an ambulance did turn up. I didn't write down what time the ambulance turned up, but the ambulance turned up about 9:40, I'd say. They turned up because she wanted a second opinion for me to have to go to hospital, and she was really worried because, well, obviously I was gonna give birth, so they waited and they were doing my blood pressure. They were, doing all the good stuff, the heart rate. So they were checking me all out. So that is about this time. 8 centimeters at 10:32 p.m. 9 centimeters at 11:22. 10 centimeters at 11:35. I started practice pushing at 11:24. My daughter was born to nothing holding me back by Shawn Mendes. And my son was born to let her go by passengers. I will not be showing my children, any of my children. I might show my first daughter. I already have. But I will not be showing my twins from here on. Because of the fact too that I've had many things in the past that have made me really not wish that I showed them, because there's been things that have happened. I will show friends, but that's it. It's only if I trust you though, so don't guarantee it. I got given some cards. I'll put in a photo of the cards. They're really cute. They were from my mother, but I did get one from my midwife, but I'm not going to show that one. So here is one for my son. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And here's the one for my daughter. That's when I came home. I opened them straight up. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day. Please follow whatever you like to do. I'm much appreciated. It will help me out. Buy things for my children. All the stuff that I need, because I'm saving up for a double pram since I wasn't able to afford one before birth. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. I'll update you all if anything happens. Bye.